WWE's Elimination Chamber is coming to Toronto tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. I've looked through the entire card with both of the chamber matches, the tag match, and the unsanctioned match, and figure out who I think will be the winners of each and every one. Now, what the order we're going on here is the listing that is on cagematch.net, and we'll go in that order, which is tag, unsanctioned, women's, men's. So we're going to start with that tag team match with the Toronto native Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton versus Candice LeRae and Nia Jax. This is a match that is not here for story. It is here to be to the people in Toronto, hey, look, it's Trish Stratus. And they're like, oh, it's Trish Stratus. And then they can get the show like another boost. It's probably going in the death slot so that you can get some excitement out of that slot while you can put the unsanctioned match in third. So, as I said, it's not designed for all that much story, although I would love if they did add some story, Charlotte Flair coming out, or like an altercation between Nia and Candice, something to furthermore advance the story before Mania. Now, do I think that Nia and Candice have a chance of winning? No. But I wouldn't be surprised if they have a good showing, because the two of them are a tandem that is probably going to be on SmackDown, maybe in a feud with each other, maybe just as a tag team for a minute. So you want to make them look good, both of them at least. And you might do one of those spots where one of them's trying to hit an opponent and, oh no, sorry, Candice, I boxed you in the face. You could do one of those. Although, no matter what happens, I do find it highly likely that Trish and Tiffany will be ending up getting the win in the end, with Charlotte Flair likely coming out and beating the both of them up. Now, I could also see the heels winning this match because of Charlotte Flair, a ref bump or a ref distraction. Flair comes out, beats up both of the face women, and then the heels win. However, I do think, just for the Toronto pop, that we will see a babyface victory followed up by a heel attack by Charlotte Flair. Then we move on to Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens in an unsanctioned match. I don't think I really need to explain why this match is going to be a good match. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, unsanctioned. Those are the three reasons why this is a good match. Now, these guys have definitely... Okay, Kevin Owens has famously been in a lot of unsanctioned matches, specifically with a little-known wrestler named El Generico, who retired a while ago. But those matches were really, really good. And some people say that the styles of Sami Zayn and El Generico are very similar. So hopefully they can rekindle some of that magic that Owens had with Generico and get a great match out of the both of them. Now, the likelihood is high that Kevin Owens is the winner of this match after having lost to Cody previously at the Rumble. I do think he needs that momentum back, and I don't think they're particularly doing anything with Sami Zayn right now other than him being there as a really minuscule side piece in the story that is KO and Randy and himself, of course, and he's just there as the smallest third wheel known to man. Like, I don't have a good size compare. Actually, I do. This is the importance of Kevin Owens. This is the importance of Randall Keith Orton. This is about how much Sami Zayn is important right now. Because, while you might say, what are you talking about? Like, he's always in promos with them, and he's always talking about them. But the story is not going to go KO Sammy at Mania. That's just not what they're shooting for. You think KO Randy is 100% what the goal is here. I think that's what it's going to be, and that's why I think Kevin is going to get a big win here, hopefully with the package pile driver on the ladders, as he did to El Generico way back when. But knowing Sami Zayn, he's probably going to kick out of it, and then Kevin's going to hit it with a more basic move, and then the match is going to end. You know what then happens sometimes when a heel is going to win a match, but they want the babyface to still look good? So they'll be like, oh, I just hit my finishing maneuver on chairs, but the babyface kicked out. But then you hit like a punch, and then, okay, match over. One of those kinds of spots. Now, that's what I think is going to happen here. But either way, Kevin Owens ends up picking up the victory and moving on to WrestleMania with a flat pay-per-view record. Then we move on to the Women's Elimination Chamber, which involves Naomi, Bayley, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, and Roxanne Perez, all competing for a shot at the WWE Women's World title. Now, both chamber matches are not particularly predictable. I think this one is slightly more predictable than the men's. Now, the reason I say this, a lot of people have been saying Bianca Belair is going to win this match. Guaranteed. I agree. I do think it will be Bianca. But let's just go through the candidates here. So I'm going to adjust the screen so that I'm small and you can see all the candidates. So We have Naomi. She's not winning this match. Naomi and Rhea, like, I guess you could do something there, but it's just, where's the story? What are we talking about? So Naomi, out. Bayley, also very talented, very good, but Bayley was already in the world title scene last year. She won the Royal Rumble. She won at WrestleMania. I don't think they're going to push her there already. And Bayley and Rhea, it would probably be a good match, but at the same time, it's just, you really want to do that right now? Doesn't fit? No. Alexa Bliss, way too early. Does not make any feasible sense with Rhea Ripley. No. Liv Morgan. This is the only other person that is actually in contention, so I'm going to skip her and I'm going to go to Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez. She would be wonderful to win this match because she's young, she's really talented. That would be cool, but if she did, it's going to be a repeat of that Rhea Natalya match from Night of Champions a few years back because there's no chance that Roxanne is winning that match. So that leaves Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair. Now, Liv Morgan and Rhea, we have seen multiple times already. We've seen it at SummerSlam. We've seen it on Raw. We've seen it on another random some other pay-per-view that's slipping my mind right now. We've seen it over and over and over again, and the story is done. It's completely ran out of gas. And we don't need to see, which is something that Triple H does, and it's one of his problems, where he goes like, this story worked last year. What story should I run this year? I'll do the exact same thing. Bang, let's get some ratings. And occasionally it does work for him. But I don't think that's what you can do here because Liv and Rhea is so tired out. They've done every match they could possibly do, and nobody cares. So I think that leaves Bianca Belair as the only feasible option to win this match, and therefore Bianca Belair is my pick. Then we move on to the final match on the show. We will be covering the Rock and Cody thing in a moment. But the final match on the show is the WWE title / WWE Universal title, number one contendership Elimination Chamber match, way too long of a title on Cage match, where CM Punk, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, and Logan Paul will all compete for a shot at the Undisputed Championship. This is a match that is probably the least predictable match all year. And you can say the Rumble was unpredictable, and especially having Jey Uso win. But I think this match, you can go with so many angles. Now, I think there's two people that I think you can eliminate now. You can eliminate Damian Priest, and you can eliminate Logan Paul. Because while Logan Paul and Cody would be a money match, it's not a match where you would put into question whether or not Cody was going to win. If you remember back when they did the, I don't think it was Night of Champions, but it was it was really late in the year, and it was U.S. title versus world title. That match, if you look back at that, I think it was 2023. You knew in that match that there was no chance that Logan was winning. Although when I predicted it, I was like, I wouldn't mind Logan winning. But now seeing that in previous attempts he has not, they're not going to put the title on him yet, especially with Cody as champion. And I think once we get to the Rock thing, we will see that furthermore in a little bit. And the other person, as I said, Damian Priest. He's a great guy. He's a great wrestler. He's a former world champion. But I don't think his storyline fits in any way with Cody Rhodes or The Rock or anything like that. So I think those two guys, you can automatically say they're not winning this match. So let's just cut it down to 4. Seth Rollins is the next person that I'm going to eliminate from this shot. And as I was saying with Liv Morgan earlier, we have seen Seth and Cody 3 times. We've seen them be allies last year. There was that really great promo segment on Raw, which was helpful in making people think Seth could potentially win, but I just don't think that's the angle they're going for right now. And up to this point, I don't think there's a reason for Seth to be challenging for this title. Maybe he can win a world title later on in his career, because I know it's coming within 6 years that he's done. So not now, but maybe in a little bit. Just wait until Survivor Series. Just push it off until Survivor Series, Seth. Then you can get your belt. But not at WrestleMania. Not with Dwayne. Although the story is there with, Dwayne and Cody and Rock. Obviously, we know that. Dwayne, Cody, and Rock. I just said the same 2 people. I'm still in Hawaii time, guys. I'm sorry. I was in Hawaii. That's why I wasn't posting. Anyways. Now that leaves 3 people. It leaves CM Punk, John Cena, and Drew McIntyre. Now, I'm going to say something in a second that is a bit of a spoiler from the dirt sheets, so just jump 20 seconds ahead if you don't want to hear it. So, it was rumored a few days ago that Drew McIntyre was who they wanted to win this match. He was penciled in to get the victory. But I don't think that's how they're going to do it. But of course, I need to repeat this for the people that jump 20 seconds ahead. So I'm just going to wait for them to be done if they did jump ahead. I don't think it's been 20 seconds yet. I think we're at like 16 right now. Maybe even that's a bit of an overestimation. Okay, here we go. So it's been about 20 seconds. So if you missed what I just said, that's perfectly fine. But the next person that I'm going to be eliminating from this list is Drew McIntyre. I think even though he's had like a great run up to recent, I don't think he and Cody has the most story either. I think you see Rock gave Drew a giant sword to celebrate his re-signing. That was awesome. You have Drew pinning Cody, not clean, but he still pinned him. And that was really, really important a few years back because he's one of the few people who's done it since Cody came back. I think it's him, Roman, and then Rock, maybe? I don't know. It's him and Roman, and I think one other guy. So it's obviously there is story there. I just don't think that's the way they want to go right now because you call into favor CM Punk's favor and you call into favor Cena's 17th. I don't think Drew really holds a candle to either one of those, so I'm going to be eliminating him from contention as well. So now we get to CM Punk and John Cena. So I have been thinking about this. I watched a video by Cultaholic on this. I was watching their predictions video and I was like listening. I was like, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. And I have finally come to a conclusion. So I think the winner of this Elimination Chamber, and by the way, with the eliminations I've been saying, like they're not going to win, that doesn't mean that's the order they're going out. I'm just saying they're not going to be the winner in the end. I think between Punk, like I need a main event WrestleMania, I want to win a world title, I missed it last year, and that sucks, versus John Cena, I need to win my 17th world title, it's my final year of wrestling, please. I think I have to tip the scales for this match specifically, because I will explain further in a minute, to CM Punk. I think CM Punk is going to be the winner of this match. Now, that's not to say Cena won't win his 17th title. I'm going to get to that in the summer. But I think if you have Punk win, you have a great story with him and Paul Heyman, and then Punk and Rock is obviously very heated, and then you have Cody and Punk, which is going to be crazy. And what I'm saying right now might not make total sense, but when I get into the Rock Cody bit, it'll make a bit more sense. So let me just do that now, and then I'll come back to this. So Rock is going to be asking Cody, do you want to accept my offer? Which is, become my champion, I will give you what you want. Cody is in a limbo right now because at the Rumble, we saw shades of Homelander Cody. We didn't see fully Homelander Cody, but we saw shades of him with the violence that he was doing. And he didn't seem remorseful about beating up KO. So I think there is a feasible chance that Cody says, okay, Rock, I'll become your champion. But I think the way it's going to go is Cody's not going to say, I am your champion. He's not going to do that. It's rather going to be, you can set up Roman Rock with WrestleMania and have Cody be like a secret agent for The Rock. So you do, he says, no, Rock, I would never do that. And then going into Mania, he is under The Rock's like power, I guess. He's getting all that he wants. And you can see like in like clips now, he's wearing like more expensive stuff, like his trailer's more decked out or whatever, but he doesn't acknowledge it. And this way he goes into Mania, he's facing Punk, and Punk, he's beating down Cody. Cody's like, down on the mat, and Punk's like, man, I can't beat this guy. And then he grabs a mic, Paul, give me my favor. Because this is right after Rock has come out and shown that he and Cody are allies. And so Rock's out. He's like, okay, come on, Cody, we got to go beat this guy up. Rock yells at the referee, if you disqualify my champion, I will fire you or whatever. And so the ref's like, okay, whatever, do your thing. Rock starts beating down Punk. And eventually Punk's able to fight back, knock both of them down. And Punk's like, hey, Paul, I need that favor now. Roman Reigns comes out. Roman and Paul. It's a well-known tandem. So Paul's like, ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns. Roman comes out. He beats off Rock. Cody is the heel here. He's like, oh no. And then he gets beaten for the world title. CM Punk wins the WWE Championship at WrestleMania in the main event. And you can set up Roman Rock for 42. And this is way planning ahead. I understand that. And what I said is most likely 90% wrong. But I think that's just the mental place that I'm at in thinking why or what's going to go on at the show. So this brings me back to why CM Punk should win. Now, CM Punk has won the world title at Mania, and he can be champion for a while. Now, Cena can come in, beat Punk again for the world title, and now Cena has his 17th, running back a classic match. There we go. Those are my final Elimination Chamber 2025 predictions. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Make sure to let me know down in the comments down below. As I said, sorry I wasn't posting. I was in Hawaii. In the process, well, it was right before I left, but still dislocated my kneecap, so we're doing good over here. I will be trying to post a little bit more. I will be posting stuff on the NFL draft soon and likely NFL free agency. So see that, and of course, reactions to the chamber. So be in the news for that. I was going to make my draft one yesterday, but the file's deleted, so it was awesome. Anyways, make sure you have a good day, good evening, good night, good morning, good dawn, good dusk, good whatever. Make sure to watch any former or future videos on this channel. And today, your card that I leave you with is, I don't know. How about this one? Danny Lockett, the World League Defensive MVP from London. Danny Lockett, linebacker number 94. Named World League Defensive Most Valuable Player after leading the league with 13.5 sacks in 1981. Shared MVP award with New York, New Jersey Knights cornerback Anthony Parker and Birmingham Fire linebacker John Brantley. Recorded 10 sacks in his first 5 games. Had 5 games with 2 or more sacks. Topped by 3 in Monarch's first game against the Knights. Hosted 2.5 in London's second meeting with New York, New Jersey. Helped London lead the league with 53 sacks. Had 4 tackles and 1 fumble recovery in the Monarchs' 21-0 victory over Barcelona in the World Bowl. Went to training camp in 1991, but with the NFL's New York Jets, so was released before the start of the season and played 2 seasons in 87-88 with the Detroit Lions. How does this relate to the Elimination Chamber? I don't know. It's the first one I saw. Make sure you have a good day, good evening, good night, good morning, good dawn, good dusk, good whatever. Make sure to watch any former or future videos on this channel. And goodbye.